Hello, and welcome to this edition of the Weekly Word, where you will hear current, local, and world news, as well as sports reports and weather updates.
This edition, you'll hear about the Facebook craze, a new flying car, and a crime that took place right here in our backyard. But first, let's hear from Caitlin.
It started as a way for kids to communicate with one another during class and not get caught, and a way for adults to send quick messages to their loved ones during work. It has now grown to become one of the most popular ways of communication. I am talking, of course, about text messaging. According to SADD, Students Against Destructive Decisions, and Liberty Mutual Insurance Group, texting while behind the wheel leads the list as the biggest distraction while driving. Yet, 46% of teens admitted to texting while driving. Most states adopted, or are in the process of adopting, legislation regarding teen driving and the restriction of cell phone use and text messaging. Maine law prohibits any driver under the age of 18 from using a cell phone or other handheld electronic device while driving. However, this didn't stop a 16-year-old Waterville teen as she slammed into another car while driving on Interstate 95. This, all due to texting while driving. She told State Trooper Jeff Beach she had dozed off while driving, but when he checked her cell phone, he discovered she had been exchanging text messages at the time of the crash. Although the crash only caused minor injuries, the teen was fined $137 and had her license suspended for 6 months. Texting may be quick and it may be easy, but ease and efficiency make no difference when you're 6 feet under.
Just like text messaging has taken over the typical phone call, Facebook has replaced many personal email accounts. By combining a messaging service, virtual photo albums, and interactive blogs, Facebook is the champion of the online social world. This site, with its highest demographic among college students, isn't just a fad. Recently, Time Magazine Online published an article about the latest buzz on Facebook, the note called 25 Things. On this note, Facebook users are asked to write 25 facts about themselves. 25 friends are then tagged in the note and asked to make their own random fact lists. Sometimes these facts are funny, sometimes they're strange, but mostly the 25 things list is filled with very useless facts. And what Time Magazine revealed is that over 5 million of these notes have been written this week on Facebook. Considering that most notes take around 10 minutes to write, 800,000 hours have been lost to Facebook's dreaded 25 things. Professors, if you're concerned with your students' exam grades, write a note with 25 facts about your lectures. I estimate a 50% increase in exam scores. And now, let's hear from Caitlin and hear her list of 25 things.
1. I think showering is a waste of time. 2. I'm terrified of cellars. I haven't been in one by myself since age 9. 3. I didn't know Russia and Canada were connected. 4. I don't know my left from my right. 5. I still count on my fingers. 6. I have an obsession with vacuuming. Ask my roommates. 7. I only use black pens and yellow highlighters. 8. I enjoy putting makeup on boys. 9. I was attacked by a moose. 10. My favorite music is 90s pop. 11. My childhood idol was Pippi Longstockings. I once tried to eat thumbtacks because she ate nails. 12. I'm secretly attracted to 40-year-old men. 13. I can't smell skunks. 14. I have fake teeth. 15. I thought Bolivia was in Africa. 16. Unlike the majority of the world, I want a Snuggie. 17. I eat ranch dressing on almost everything. 18. At Starbucks, I order a non-fat triple venti cinnamon dolce latte, no whip. 19. I plan on marrying an old, rich man and having affairs with hot young guys. 20. I'm addicted to McDonald's. 21. I love musicals. 22. Clearly, I'm shallow. 23. I could clothe Bolivia with the contents of my closet. 24. I like making fun of people. 25. This list was a waste of my time. There was once a time when cellular phones sounded ludicrous. The internet was absurd. Television preposterous. Yet now, they are ubiquitous technologies that we cannot imagine being without. Might the flying car ascend so high in our estimation? It could, if one Massachusetts-based company has its way. Terrafugia, located in Woburn, plans to put the Transition, its concept roadable aircraft, into production by the end of the year. The Transition functions as a dual-purpose vehicle by having wings that fold up for driving, making the car street legal. And when in the air, the Transition is in full compliance with all FAA, Federal Aviation Administration regulations. It can be driven anywhere, but the Transition is only allowed to take off from an approved airport by a licensed pilot. It can go up to 450 miles on a single tank of high-grade automobile gasoline.
Speaking of flying, spring break is coming up, and many of us want nothing more than to get away. Some far-off islands, perhaps? Florida? Southern California? Anywhere but here. The harsh winter is horrible. Equally horrible is the current state of the economy. However, this recession can benefit those of us smart enough to flee Maine. People across the country have less and less disposable income, so they can't afford to drop $1,000 for a nice weekend getaway. Because of this, and because of the lowered price of fuel, deals abound. For example, if you were to decide to go to Los Angeles for spring break, you could take JetBlue from Logan Airport for $120 each way. That's leaving the Sunday and returning the Friday, and it's flying into Long Beach, but whatever, people in California are much better looking than people here. Same airline, same day from Boston, you can pay $94 each way to Orlando. From Florida, you could hop on a cruise, say 3 days in the Bahamas for under $300 from Carnival, or 5 nights in the Caribbean for $380 on the Royal Caribbean International. These are just a few deals that took 10 minutes of Googling to find. If you want to warm up, a recession is the perfect time to do it. Be your own travel guide and escape from Maine this spring break. Now, let's turn things over to Greg Kavanaugh for an update of SJC Sports and a special interview with basketball star Ray Eatman.